Hello, everybody. It's Marvel's Fan here with another a ranked video, and we're going to be ranking all the stuff that I watched in 2024. This week is a whole mashup of all the stuff that you know I just kind of get around to last year. But yeah, so we're gonna split it up into categories again. We'll go by movies and TV, video games, stuff like that. So I think instead of trying to do three of each, I think I'm just gonna do one. So the best I saw of last year, and then the worst I saw of last year for each of them. And some might be, kind of, for, I can't really think of a bad video game I played, but maybe we'll come up with something. But anyway, um, getting into movies, just kind of getting into the best movie I saw, or what I think is the best movie anyway. And man, this is a tough decision because there are so many of them that I just loved. I mean, obviously, there's. Actually, you know what? I'm just round up the best ones. Um, obviously, one is Deadpool and Wolverine. I loved every minute of that movie. Like it was. I mean, I saw it three times in theaters, so I just, it's, I just it was one of the it was the summer event that I was really looking forward to, and yeah, I had a great time. Ryan was great. Hugh was great. The cameos, the story, like just uh, like I had a really fun time going through that. Um, and then I think for like a second, these are not really set order, but Transformers One was also really fun to go through. Um, the marketing really did not paint this movie in a good light. Like marketing was not really that great, and then when you actually see the movie, it's unequivocally the best Transformers movie, I'd say. Um, I loved Chris Hemsworth as Optimus or Orion. Um, Brian T. Henry, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, as Megatron or D16. Scarlett Johansson was good as Alita, and also Bumblebee. Why am I forgetting the guy's name? Ah, it's lost to me. But yeah, yeah, that was great. Had a great time with for them. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I only saw it the once, which I wish I did at least one more viewing. But yeah, I had a really really splendid time with that. But and then just for thirds, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm a massive Sonic buff. So obviously I was going to go see this as soon as I possibly could, and I saw it and I ended up seeing it twice. It was that fun. Got a kick out of the main cast. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Tom and Maddie, the human characters. They were fun as reduced as they were. Keanu as Shadow was something that I loved. Like he wasn't my first choice for Shadow, but seeing him in the role and how much commitment he made to that, like he really got into his character, and I think he was probably the best thing about the movie, for sure. And then you have Jim Carrey, who's has been great in all of the Sonic movies and is just a delight to see on screen. And now he's playing two characters, Ivo and Gerald, and it was an absolute blast the whole time from beginning to end. This might be the best of the trilogy. I'd have to do a marathon, but yeah, it's definitely top contender for the Sonic movies, in my humble opinion. But and as far as the worst of last year, Joker. Joker's unequivocally the worst. I did not have a good time going through that whole movie. Like I just was so up. I was so angry by the end. Like I was like seething, and it was just how disappointed I was. And it was not like I was like I had hopes. I was like maybe it could be good, but it was something that I knew when it was announced. It's like we don't really need this, and it further proved my point of why we didn't need this movie. But yeah, I just did not have a fun time, and so hopefully by the time we get around to the if I don't know if they'll ever do a Joker 3, but if they do more Elseworlds projects besides the Matt Reeves stuff, hopefully it will be on the level of quality as the first Matt Reeves Batman or the first Joker. I still really like the first Joker movie, but yeah, I guess, but what, screw it. I'll just go over some other ones that weren't bad necessarily. I just like, or actually, yeah, Madam Web was shit. Madam Web was really bad. I did not like Madam Web. I watched it on Valentine's Day and I regret it. It made me more depressed. But yeah, that is probably unequivocally. I mean, it's a worse movie than Joker for sure, but Joker just hit me on a different level where it was like it was frustratingly bad. And in Madam Web, it's like it's more laughably bad than anything. So, um, and also, oh god, Ghostbusters. I forgot about Ghostbusters. It's like it's mediocre schlock. Like it's not awful. I didn't have an awful time going through it, but it's something that I just completely forgot about. So, um, say that what you will, but okay. Let's do TV, and I didn't really watch too much TV. I think the best thing for TV that I saw this year was The Penguin. I absolutely love The Penguin from beginning to end. I watched it in one day technically. I watched like 6 episodes. It was like I started around midnight. My brother was with me. We watched 3 episodes and like okay maybe I'm done. And then it was and then I'm like what, fuck it, watch another 3. I went to bed and then I watched the last batch of episodes and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And Colin had a amazing performance, and yeah, he just fired on all cylinders. That guy just is now my as definitive out of him and Danny DeVito, the definitive live action Penguin. So that was great. And then the boys. The boys is probably second pick. If I would have to say, um, I thought it was a really good season. Probably not as good as like some of the other seasons. I mean, nothing will ever top season 1, right? But like this one was just its own level of like fun and had a lot of like weird, fucked up like moments throughout it, which I got a kick out of. Um, we'll have to see when season 5 comes out, but I want to get like a definitive ranking order for like the seasons of the boys, and just maybe I'll make a whole video about that when the time comes. Sorry, that was my phone. I do whatever. But yeah, so I think for second place, or no, that was second place. Third would be like I'm tossed. I'll just say Cape Crusader. Cape Crusader was fun. Um, it was a good show. I didn't love it necessarily like some others did, but I had a good time. Like I genuinely just had a good time going through it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the next like batch of seasons like what they're gonna do next time. Obviously, they're teasing the Joker at the very end. Spoilers, but um, yeah, so they have the tease of the Joker. Hopefully the Penguin comes back because I really did like that. And and it'd be nice to get some other villains, like kind of Automatopoeia would be fun to see again. But yeah, I was almost gonna go with Invincible, but like that was only like the second half, and it was more like that show started in 2023, so I just kind of lump it in over there. But yeah, um, um, okay. As far as bad TV, um, I guess Agatha would be a start. I didn't really watch a whole lot of bad TV, but yeah, I only caught like one episode, and yeah, it was not good. I really haven't been into the whole Marvel television side of things. I'm changing that up for this year with with the Spider-Man cartoon coming out and Daredevil and stuff. But yeah, otherwise like just like the other Marvel live action shows, I really have not been digging at all. And I guess in that same vein, we can also put What If season 3. I caught a lot of clips because people were just spoiling the shit out of it, and I did not like what I saw. I got it, like I just did not vibe with it at all. So and I guess if we're gonna put a third here, I loved Invincible season 2, but I really hated that they cut that season in half. And like it wasn't even a twist necessary. Like it was like the way that they ended the first half off was like, oh, it's a big surprise or whatever, and then it's just like, and then you wait like what was it, another 3 months, 4 months for the show to come back, and it's yeah, that was the only real disappointing part of Invincible season 2. The rest of it was great, but yeah, that whole chunk of time between the first half and the other needs to be talked about. But um okay, video games. The best game I played this year, well, I guess it's a twofer. I didn't really play a whole lot of new games. There wasn't really a whole lot that I was excited for to like get my hands on, but so I guess the best, there's only really two of them that were the best. um the first one is Sonic X Shadow Generations, which, if you want to know more, you can watch my Generations video and my last first impressions, which will probably be out by this point. And then the MVC collection. I love the MVC collection. I was so happy when it was announced. And I waited. It came out in September, but it was like digital only. So I waited till November to get a physical copy. And I'm so glad that I have a physical copy. So fuck you, digital games. But yeah, those are the only two games that I really like got into this year. As far as the worst though, maybe I guess Marvel Rivals would be the only real contender. And like the multiplayer is fun, but the single player is kind of like, it's kind of dull for single player. I feel like that game's more fun when you have friends to play with. But yeah, I don't really have much else. I can't think of any other games I like, new games that I played this year, unless I like search it up, which like I just I was not that invested in, like I didn't play yeah, it's just like I didn't play Prince of Persia. I didn't play Star Wars Rebels, I think. No, not Rebels. Outlaw or whatever it was called. I didn't play that. Yeah, I didn't play a whole lot of stuff, to be brutally honest with you. But those were the only real three new games that I got into. So I guess we're just gonna go with that. And yeah, I didn't really read a whole lot of. Um, yeah, there's not really much to say for comics, but yeah, everybody. I'd say that's pretty much the end of this video. Let me know what you thought was the best and worst of. And I will see you guys for the next video. Yeah, comment all that stuff down below. But yeah, I will see you guys for, I think, the next video, whatever that may be. But yeah, everybody, have a great night. Thank you all so much for watching. And of course, don't forget to take care of yourselves. See ya.